I'd like to start my video blogs by telling you a little bit about why I'm creating them. I'm a licensed professional counselor and have been working with people for over 20 years. I got into this profession through the door of sports psychology. I was a college athlete and loved being in my body. And when I went to school, we didn't really have a sports psychologist on staff, but the field was around and burgeoning. However, when I went to grad school, I realized I also wanted to get a degree in counseling psychology and that I had a natural aptitude for that. And I thought I had my shit together, so I'd be a really good person to help out other people. Over the course of time and the course of my life and various experiences, I can see how that was a facade that our culture reinforces. We are taught to look good at all times, and that achievement orientation is what we value the most. So I got good grades, I did well in school, and I was a good athlete. Yet under the surface, I was hiding my insecurity, and I didn't even completely know it myself. And recent research is showing that our subconscious beliefs run the show and run our behaviors 90 to 95% of the time. And I'm a pretty analytical person. And I thought that what I was telling people was what was true. And I was convinced that we could change ourselves and that life was good and that I was a confident person. And yet, over time, things weren't going the way I wanted them to go. And after I got out of school, I wasn't getting as much attention for my achievements, and I was doubting myself and realized that I had learned early on that who I was and what I really loved to do weren't valued. So it was hard for me to get behind being a therapist in a culture that I perceived to view therapy as unnecessary or superfluous, and that you had to be crazy in order to see a therapist. Now I totally disagree with all of that. I believe that all of us could benefit from having a mental health regimen. We advocate for people to exercise 30 minutes 3 times a week. Well, I think we need some sort of mental health regimen that includes talking to someone who's loving and non-judgmental at least 30 minutes 3 times a week. Because we're human. All of us need someone to talk to, whether we are showing extreme signs of mental distress or not. There's a new mental health movement that instead of looking at people like we need to be fixed, it views us all as human beings who are having natural reactions to very stressful or traumatic or chaotic situations. That those of us with extreme mental distress probably are responding to environments and situations that are crazy making. And not that we ourselves are crazy or beyond help, but that if we look at the whole environment, our family upbringing, what we learned, as well as our disposition and our genetics, that we will have a better idea of why we're doing what we're doing. And that's what I believe. Whether you've been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, depression, anxiety, or whether you're like me, who is someone who's experienced trauma but negated it and has been really good at looking like I have my shit together. I believe all of us need support. We need people in our lives who can love us, listen to us, and accept us, and mirror back to us what we're saying, how we're behaving, our strengths and our challenges, so that we can uncover those beliefs that are hidden in the subconscious so that we have a chance to change them. If we don't know what they are, we keep beating our head against the wall and not understanding why. But if we can reveal those, we have the opportunity to change them and actually live the life that we really want to live. That's the message I want to get out there. And I'm going to be using stories from my own life to show how much I was in denial and didn't even know it. I hope you'll watch, and I would love your feedback over time. Thanks.